Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. I hope everyone's having a smoother morning than I am. Everything seems to be going pear-shaped, as the UK people say. Nothing seems to be working this morning, and I don't know why. The overlays aren't working. The clock obviously wasn't working. I think we're on air. No confirmation of that yet. The wind is crazy. We're getting rained on. So, you know, a typical Tuesday morning. So let's take a look here. I don't know why. Settings. System. Date and time. Streaming cannot modify that. Okay. Well. I don't know what's going on, guys. So no time to. If you don't know what time it is, just ask. So, not only is nothing working right, we're in the minimal setup today, because all behind me, it looks really nice this direction, looks nice and clear and things, but behind me, it's all rain in the mountains, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Well, I can show you it probably right now. You can see it is all rain up there in the mountains. So we are in a high wind advisory right now. So 20 mile an hour constant is what they say, with up to 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts. So it's blowing that moisture over here. So even though it's not technically, it's technically clear over my head, it's blowing all that moisture this direction. So we're in the rain setup today. It's time for you to buy a clock, Brandon. I haven't used that joke in decades. So it's right now it is 6:53. We just started, so but none of my overlays are working. None of my clock isn't working. I don't know what happened to the encoder. It is being freaky. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. I hope everyone's having a better Tuesday. Didn't I already say this? I have a better Tuesday than I am. I apologize for the subpar stream today. Nothing seems to be working. I do see a lot of planes though, so that's good. We got 3 that I can see coming in, 2 on 4 right, 1 on 4 or 8 left. The 2 coming in on 4 right are both the 757s. I don't know what that is coming over on 8 left. There's nothing on flight radar about it. So we'll figure it out together. In fact, let's do that right now. Oh, it's an Aloha Air Cargo. How utterly anticlimactic. So you can see this. I'll show you this shot. I'll pan over it in a second. You can see, we can see the mountain. It's just a little cloudy over there. See the mountain, see the mountain, see the mountain. And then you keep panning. We'll pan away from that. You pan away from that, and then you can't see the mountain. Look at that. It goes right into the rain. You can't see the mountain over there. So all behind me is all rain. So hopefully it mostly stays behind me. Hello, Brandon. Thought I saw Rainbow Love here a little while ago. Hello, Alan. We see you all here. We have JP Mac. We have Jolly Roger. Keith and Charlie Bravo. H. Dot is here. All the cool kids are here to watch this train wreck. Legalized Shemp, no, I was not at yesterday's game. They won yesterday, though. I was at Friday, Saturday, Sunday's game. They went 2-1 over the weekend. Talking about the UH Rainbow Warrior baseball team. They went 2-1 over the weekend, and then they won yesterday on a getaway holiday game. I had to work. I don't get that holiday off, so I had to work. So this is a FedEx 757. It is coming in from Hilo. There's one behind it as well. It's probably coming in from Maui. Oh, O'Malley Cat's stalking somebody. Let's see if we can get O'Malley Cat after this shot. No, I think he's gonna. I think she's stalking someone underneath a truck. Yeah, legalized hemp. Usually it's the other way around. Usually the bats come around and then the pitching comes around later. The pitching looked really good over the weekend, except for really late in Sunday's game. The pitching looked really good. I was very happy with the pitching over the weekend. Hello, CFI on the fly. Let's see, the next one is coming in from Maui. It's right there. All right. Blue Canyon, I just do IT work, nothing terribly exciting. That sound you hear in the background, that whining sound, that's the 757s. They're coming over to the FedEx thing that's right behind me, so it's nothing terribly important right there. The A380s are I thought they were running a little early today. Let's check on those. Oh yeah, the first one will be here in 33 minutes. That's about a half an hour early. That's the orange one will be first. That's the ANA A380s. The second one is, where is the second one? There's the second one. The second one's about an hour and 30 minutes away. It is, it's also a half an hour early, so that's good. We will see both of those in the show unless something phenomenally weird happens. We have we'll be here till about 9:45. If you've never been with us on a weekday show, about 9:45. Which I know some of you cannot see the clock, so It is now 3 minutes after 7. So about another 2:45 or so, 2 hours and 45 minutes. This plane here that we're looking at, I don't remember ever seeing this plane here before. It came in this morning, and when I got here, it was an ambulance pulled in, and it offloaded a patient onto the ambulance. The ambulance took off out of here. So I don't know where it was coming from. It is a life flight plane. You can see the life flight on the thing, but maybe it just looks weird because I'm looking at the back of it. I don't know. We have at least one more 747 coming in. That'll be here in about an hour. Hello, Pizza Friday Done. Good to see you. We're going to try something here. Nope, that's still not working. Yeah, that's still not working. I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, nothing with the... Yeah, none of this with the web connectivity seems to be working, which is the weird thing, is I'm actually on streaming, so I don't understand why that stuff's not working. So we have a brand new member, Blue Canyon 007. Thank you for joining at the 321 mainland traveler level. That's huge support. Thank you very much. You'll enjoy the pseudo wide body comfort of the Hawaiian 321 as you zip off between exotic destinations like Long Beach and Oakland. Soon to be an inter-island mainstay. The seats in economy do recline in the 321, so you have that advantage. Brandon will be by with your POG drink soon. Thank you very much. And I do apologize for not being able to get your name on the screen today. It is not being friendly. Nope. I don't know if you can hear that. We're getting rain again. So we had a flurry of activity to start the show, and we have a little bit of a lull here. That's fine. We'll fight through it. We do have another Aloha air cargo. Even after I disrespected them earlier, they're still going to come and see us. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was a little wind gust. As as you can see here on the windsock, it is straight out and flopping around. And it is terribly gusty. Let's see what AccuWeather tells me the conditions are right now. Right now my legs are getting soaked. It's telling me east-northeast at 11. That's maybe a little low, but gusts up to 27. And it's supposed to get gustier as the day goes by. By 9 a.m. Oh my god, I'm getting soaked. My rain cover covers the important stuff, like the equipment. It doesn't cover my legs. So the wind is coming in sideways, and my legs are getting soaked.
I got that Caribbean holding ramp 2. Ramp 2, taxi high traffic, departing southbound, sector arrest, remain clear of all runways for Port Airport. Passing on the traffic, clear of all the runways, I'll let you know when I'm airborne.
Hello, Kelvin. Yeah, we're going to come out and try to take a look at it on our way, but we were still eating breakfast when it took off. Today might have been a mistake. Oh, we do have a rainbow over here. At least we got that. Right over the rainbow helicopter. Oh, and I just missed it. There was a rainbow right... Oh, it's still there. Rainbow helicopter up to the rainbow.
Honolulu, Roger, proceed on runway 4 left, open runway 4 right at Foxtrot. Number 2 airborne. Rainbow 2, thanks. For 903, contact departure. Roger, for 903. About 2305, there's a vehicle on the parallel runway.
Well, and at least it's not freezing cold up here. So I do have the wind, but at least it's not freezing. So I do have that going for me. It is a little cold though. It's still like 68 degrees.
Tower out of 3, holding short of 4, right on 1 minute. Op 3, Roger, traffic short, final. Rainbow 2, contact departure 1.
Oh, interesting, Paul. I like it when I like seeing the Hickam C-17s all over the world.
Runway 8 left, line up and wait, traffic arriving runway 4 right. 8 left, line up and wait,
The rainbow is fading. Let's see if we can see the sunrise over here. I know what you guys are saying. You're saying, how can you be complaining about the rain when it is so beautiful? Look at that. It's the rain directly behind me. It really is. And it's being pushed this way with the wind.
A vehicle will partially take the runway for inspection. 305 to right, Echo, traffic with the runway 8 left. Right on Echo, 305. Alaska 1012, wind surfacer at 13.22, runway 8 left, clear for takeoff, short 360.
Blue Canyon, they have 3 of them. A blue one, a sea green one, and a orange one. And they fly 2 of them here a day. So we get a flight it'll be about 20 minutes. We'll get the first flight, and then about an hour after that we'll get a second flight. Then they'll rotate the third one in tomorrow.
Just read back, full clear runway 4 right at the approach.
The next one coming in this side that we'll take a look at is, it looks like a Sky Courier. Let's see. No, it's a short 360 coming in from Lanai. Yeah, they all leave the same day. So the ones coming in today will leave at 11:30 and 12:30 today. Oh, hello, Ms. Wolves. Most of the flights, I think all of the flights to the west, so to Asia and down Australia, New Zealand, they all come in and out the same day. They don't stay overnight unless something's wrong. Some of the flights from the mainland US come in late and then stay till the morning, but even most of those leave before midnight. There's just a couple of planes that hang out overnight. There's a couple of Hawaiian flights that hang out overnight. A couple of United and a Delta or 2, but a majority of them are in and out the same day. Alright, next one coming in on both sides is the 717. The one coming into 8 left is coming in from Lehui. The one coming into our side is coming in from Maui. No, yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. That'd be interesting. Hello, James.
Alaska 1014, hold clear runway 4 left.
Okay, hold clear 4 left. We got a golf left 1014.
Alaska 1014, turn left all, taxi to bird.
Left on golf taxi to bird.
Alaska 1015, turn left, kilo, cross runway 4 left and 8 left, taxi to bird, Alpha Golf on ground 29.
Interesting.
Up 3, proceed on runway 8 left, full length.
Hello, Frank. Good to see you. Hope you're doing okay.
There's for 8720, Holly Tower, wind 070 at 9 gust 17, runway 4 right up Foxtrot, clear for takeoff. Off 3, proceed on runway 8 right, just advise when you're entering the runway.
Alright, so it looks like the rain has mostly pushed away, so we're going to try to rearrange some stuff so hopefully catch less of the wind with the rain blocker. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Sorry about that. I hit something with my elbow, I think. Let's try this again. There we go. Sorry about that. I think we're clear from the rain for a while. That's good. Of course, I said that on Saturday, and as soon as I said it, it started to rain. So. Now we just need a plane or two. Alright, well, the A380 is about halfway over the channel between Oahu and Kauai, so it's less than 10 minutes out. Started off with such a flurry at the beginning. We do have a 321 that's pushing back from American. That's heading off to LA with the extra X. In case you're wondering, it is 7:30 a.m. here. Sorry, no clock today. There's that rainbow again. They've cut more vegetation down over there. Not that it matters to anybody, really. You can see the whole building for that radar now. Not that long ago, you couldn't even see the tower. Okay, why does that think I'm in LA? I don't know. Something is seriously screwy. Man, everything's going wacky. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. It's like something came in and just changed all my show settings. Like everything's different. It's weird. The clock's not working. None of the overlays are working. Now when it's not raining anymore, so I fired up the computer, and all the shortcuts that auto launch are wrong. I don't know what's going on here today, guys. I don't know. I wonder if I'm actually on that internet. That's weird. It won't tell me. Wait, maybe it will. Let's see. 50.104, 1 gigabit internet. That should be the right one. What's the IP address of this computer? Oh, jeez. Is it too late to start over? That's 50, that's correct. So at some point, I don't know what's going on. You're listening to a live streamer have a complete meltdown. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Something is weird. Everything's not working. At least the video's working. That's all I gotta say. At least the video's working, but nothing else is. Well, I know what I'm doing after work today, I guess. let's try this again. See if this fixed it, and I don't think it did. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Oh, that works. Look at that. Holy cow. Oh, and that, wait, and that, oh my god. I'm gonna, look at this. The friggin' clock's right now. What is going on? I don't know what's going on. This is frustrating the heck out of me. It must be a Tuesday. I was never really able to get a hang of Tuesdays. Oh, I get some planes coming now. And a C-17's lit up. What is going on? Everything just magically turned on all at once. The A380 is over Kapolei right now. Maybe we just needed a turtle in our lives. That's maybe what it is. A Super's on a 6-mile final. Yes, it is, Steve. I can see a Super in the air. See, everything's better with a turtle. That's all I gotta say. Everything's better when the turtles are here. Okay, let's look at the turtle. There is she. There he is. The wind still hasn't calmed down, and we're still getting a little shaky shot, but at least stuff's working. I apologize for the shaky camera. It is very windy out here. Oh, is EHAM taking off? We'll see you later, EHAM. We got Ken in the house. Hello, Ken. You should get another one of those in about an hour. I don't remember what color the second one is today. It's either blue or sea green. We do have a 717 trolling down the taxiway down there. We'll pick that up here in just a second as we watch this Medevac plane taxi away. This is Kamaka Air, Cargo Master. There's that 717 down there. And it's right behind the starched out windstock there. That one's going off to Kailua Kona. This one's gonna wait, I think, for something out there turning this way, but I don't see him on flight radar. It looks tiny though, it looks like a Cessna. That Medevac is already dropped someone off. I believe, because it was here when I got here, and as soon as I got out of the truck, an ambulance pulled in there, and looked like it took someone off that plane. $4,000? Jeez, that's just gouging people. That's really ridiculous. There's no reason for that. If people start doing that, the reason probably it's expensive over there right now is because of the volcano. The volcano is going off again, and I would imagine that's why the rooms are so expensive, and the car rentals are expensive, and the flights are expensive. But you start gouging people to come when there's something cool going on. You might get a little money now, but you're going to rub people the wrong way. They're not going to come back. And that may be fine for visitors. Visitors might not come back anyway, but local people, you gouge me to come to the Big Island, $4,000 for a rent-a-car. There's zero chance I'm ever renting with you again. I don't care how cheap it is. That is ridiculous. People want that short-term money. I understand times are tough and you got to get what you get, but charging $4,000 for a rent-a-car, that should be illegal. Yeah, Pizza Friday Dawn, that sounds to me, if you did your normal rate and everything was booked, hey, that's very good. That's what you want. But then going out and gouging people on top of that is ridiculous. And I understand it's not, it's not you're not gouging people who are going through a natural disaster or anything, but still, it's ridiculous. I think I told the story the other day about the restaurant who was adjusting their prices on Valentine's Day and making the portions smaller and breaking up combos to charge people more, and I will not go back. You start doing that, you lose customers, and you might not lose, vacation people are going to come back. Maybe it's going to be different vacation people, but you start losing the Kama'aina people, your business is going to go out of business. Because it's not just vacationers that go to the Big Island or Maui or whatever. It's local people who are going there to visit family or trying to get an affordable staycation. It's ridiculous. Holiday Inn Express for $1,000. That's just ridiculous. Well, I hope it's worth it to all these hotel and rental car places when the volcano does stop and people stop coming and you're sitting there at 25% capacity in your hotel and you got a lot full of rental cars you can't rent. I hope it's worth it to them then when they're making no money laying people off. It's ridiculous. Might take you up on that, Don. In fact, I would definitely take you up on that if we didn't have all our trips planned already this year. Yeah, Upper, that's the problem though. You rake in the cash now, but you're just going to make people mad. They're not going to come back. Locals aren't going to trust you ever again. You're just screwing over long-term sustainability for short-term gains, and that doesn't make any sense. So this is a sky carrier. It's Lanai Air. Coming in from, you guessed it, Lanai. I heard they got a new one. I saw on our good local friend PHNL Rarebird said they got a new one of these, a new passenger version one. Just got delivered. Alright, we have a Queen somewhere on the downwind, but I cannot find it in the sky. Oh wait, is that it over there? Oh, that's it. He's going way south. That's why I couldn't find him. Let's see if we can find it in the sky. There he is, or she. This is UPS 747. Very shaky on these long shots because of the wind. Yeah, there's that Transair short that we saw come by us a minute ago. Yeah, it's just got its clearance. Behind it, that one behind it is another Aloha Air Cargo. So the short is heading off to Lanai. The Aloha Air Cargo is heading off to Kailua Kona. It's a 737-400 back there. Let's see if that now that everything else is working, let's see if this is working. Okay, it's not giving me an error. Okay. Okay. We'll see. Hey! It looks like that 747 is going to go all the way over to 8 left, unfortunately. But we will get a 717 here. Oh, and looks like third for arrival over there. Maybe in front of definitely in front of the Queen is Air New Zealand. It is coming in from Auckland. It's the regular non-all black today. Possibly Blue Canyon, but I don't know for sure. They don't put out a schedule, unfortunately. So the best times to catch them are in the morning during the week. So hopefully we'll get some, but there's no guarantee. We'll keep an ear on the radio, see if we hear them. Oh, Aloha Air Cargo, I'm disrespecting you again. I need to go put an orange in front of the Aloha Air Cargo ramp over there. They're bad juju with them right now.
Oh, sorry, Alaska 1025 on the visual 48.
Alaska 1025 on the church. Absolute position for 11 runway, wind 07, you're at 7 runway, 4 right, clear to land. At Dreamliners on a 7-mile final for runway 8 left, and there's another one on a 2-mile final for runway 8 left.
Okay, Roger, 10 minutes, right, Alaska 10.
Oh, it does work. Look at that. Sweet. Everything seems to be working again. The rain stopped and everything seems to be working now. So we can go over to this screen, see if it takes a year to get there. Alright, so let's catch up on a bunch of things we weren't able to put on the screen earlier. So our good friend, our good friend Runway DFW, who I completely missed this message. I'm sorry, Walt. Says he hopes to have cement shoes on. Yes, I might need them today. It is a little windy out here, but thank you for being a. Look at that. He's hit a year. Thank you, Walt. I appreciate that. And then this is Blue Canyon, who joined us a little while ago at the 321 level. Thank you very much. And then we have our good friend Pizza Friday done. It is Taco Tuesday. We got Pizza Friday, Taco Tuesday. We had tacos last night. We screwed up. We did tacos last night at the house. But thank you for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Mrs. Reverse Ops Tacos gave me a little bit of heartburn last night. I was up a little bit longer than I wanted to be last night. They were very tasty, though. Thanks again, Don. This is Air New Zealand over here. There's a very good chance we might get this in the very end of our show. This is usually a pretty quick turnaround for the Kiwi here. Good friend Matthew B747, who's been with us for 5 months at the 717. Glad to have been a member for so long. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Alright, so the next one on the other runway is going to be that 747. It's just crossing over Kapolei, so we've got about a minute or so. Thanks again, Matthew. And our good friend and super moderator, member of the world's most dangerous mod crew, Ms. Wolves 13. 27 huge months. Thank you very much. Says, time is flying with my Hawaii Ohana. It's amazing how quickly these years tick away nowadays. But thank you very much for being here. Thanks for all you do for the channel. That's a good question, Legalized Shemp. I actually don't know about them. I wonder if all the Kiwis and stuff all stick together down there with the Aussies, and they all kind of pool together. I wonder if that's how it works. I have no idea. I've never been over that side of the airport when this plane comes in to see who works the ground. Of course, we do have a lot of ramp agents in the chat usually. Maybe one of them can help out. Okay, Mina Bird, jeez. Oh, we have Mina Birds over here, and we got a O'Malley cat stalking over there. Better watch out, birds. Yeah. A little bit of a double shot there. Did you see that? Had 2 for 1. Oh, thanks, Ian. Is there a Black Hawk over there? Oh, it's not a Black Hawk. It's a Airbus. Oh, Reach Air Medical. Okay, that makes sense. I kept hearing Reach on the ATC, and she was talking to a helicopter, and I was very confused because Reach is a call sign for some of the military stuff. So I kept hearing Reach and a helicopter, and that didn't make any sense to me. But it's Reach Medical, so it's a medical helicopter. That ends that confusion. But don't worry, folks. There's lots of confusion left in today's show because that's what we have here at Reverse Ops. We are here to confuse you and to confuse me. It's another Sky Courier coming in. This one happens to be a FedEx feeder, though. This is a Gulfstream G550. I figure with these, oh jeez, these Gulf Streams and stuff, you pretty much start at 50 million, then you just add $5 million for every window, and probably get you close to how much they cost. Hello, Sherry. Says aloha from I'm guessing that's a sweltering. Is that sweltering? That's not just hot. That's sweltering, South Africa. But thank you very much for a year plus, 13 months at the 321 level. Hopefully, let's see, it's December, so it's probably right in the middle of your summer. So I don't think you have any heat relief anytime soon. Hopefully you have AC. So. Alright, so the next plane coming down here is the United 757. It is heading off to SFO. Then we have quite a few planes lit up on the ramp up there. We have Hawaiian Flight 10 heading off to LA with the Extra X. We have Delta 422 heading off to LA with the Extra X. The other day, Delta announced a bunch of new flights to the state of Hawaii. The only interesting one I saw is they're bringing back the Honolulu to Boston flight, which is the longest American U.S. domestic flight. So it's here to Boston. It's about 11 hours. But they're bringing back that one. And then there's a couple others that just, were kind of pedestrian, didn't really strike much interest. What I was hoping is they would schedule that Boston flight to be a A350. That would get my attention. But no, they're going to do 330s and 76s. And hopefully they'll have some 350s swap in there every once in a while. They do on some of their evening flights now. Every once in a while they'll rotate in a 350, make it a little interesting. We did have the 100th livery Delta A350 here. Was that just before Christmas, maybe? About 6 weeks ago, maybe? Came in, but it's like everything else. They bring it in at night, leaves at night, so you don't get a good shot of the. You don't get a good shot of the livery. So, Alaska has a nasty habit of doing that. They'll bring all their cool special liveries in after 7, and then they'll leave by 10. And you never see them. It's too dark. A lot of the rampers get nice shots of them sitting at the gate, but us poor slubs who are outside the gate don't get to see them. Is slub? Can I say slub? Am I allowed to say that? I didn't just offend somebody in Uzbekistan or something that's now a cancelable word. Okay, we're gonna have a back-to-back 757s departing off the reef runway. The first one will be that United, which is already down there, and behind that we'll have the ATI. Where is the ATI going off to? It is going off to not available, so that means it's going off to something cool like Kwajalein or Fairfield or something like that. Don, I think the longest flight I've taken is about that long, about 11 hours. And that's, I don't know, I'm pretty good on an airplane. I have a pretty good ability just to zone out. And just, as long as the seat is relatively comfortable, I can do a long flight. Now that sunrise Qantas flight that's coming up next year, I don't know about that one. That's like 21 hours. That's because it's that one. That one is Sydney to Heathrow direct. Yeah, Sydney to, that might be a little long. Right up into the sun. Alright, so that's 1757. We got another one coming up for you if you like those skinny ones. There's a flight that goes, I think there's a flight from London to Sydney now, but it stops. I think it stops in maybe Auckland on the way, so it doesn't go direct. So it's still like a 20-something hour flight, but it does have a stop. And there's another one that's, I think Singapore Airlines does as well, that's like that. They're really long flights, but they do have a stop. These ones coming up from Qantas that they're going to do with that is it an A350 1000 ER or something like that? Anyway, it's going to go direct, and that's kind of crazy.
Air Transport 430107010, runway 8 right for takeoff. 8 right, clear for takeoff, Air Transport 430. Alaska 810 heavy, runway 8 right, last and wait.
8 right, line of wait, Alaska 810 heavy.
Delta 428 heavy, Honolulu, cross runway.
Yeah, when we go to like London or whatever, or Europe, we lose a whole day. It takes us 24 hours. Usually 24 hours door to door from here. So like from when we walk out of our door to when we get to our hotel, it's usually right at 24 hours. Because we have about a 6-hour flight to the mainland, and then there's usually a layover, and then we'll have a 11 or so hour flight to Europe. So it's usually about 24 hours. Most of the time on the way back from London, though, you could do it in one day. You leave early London time, and then you can get back here late Hawaii time because of the time zone differences. It still takes a long time. It's just all in one day. The We were looking at doing some stuff later in the. Yeah, we'll talk about that. That's all. Sorry, that's all. That is actually, I signed an NDA on that. I can't talk about that yet, so we'll talk about that at some other time. Hello, Jonathan. Bazing. Our good friend Scottish McD, or Jonathan McD as his friends call him, celebrating 20 months at the 330 level. Thank you very much. That's huge support. I think you got the picture of me and Mrs. Reverse Ops from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I like that picture a lot. That came out real good. That and the one of me screaming at the computer are your best work. Alright, so next one is a Delta. It's a 7.6. Should be heading off to LA with the extra X. Yes, it is. Thanks again, Jonathan. You really caught my rage face with that one with the computer. The only thing I ever yell at, literally the only thing I ever yell at, I yell at two things. Is computers. I yell at computers all the time. And then I yell at people in traffic, but usually I have the windows rolled up and they can't hear me. People are cray-cray nowadays. You can't yell at people in traffic. When I was a kid, you could yell at people in traffic. You could throw the bird. And worse that would happen is they'd throw the bird back at you and honk back at you. Now you never know what's going to happen. People in traffic are cray-cray. So next Southwest is heading off to Vegas, and behind that we'll have flight 990 heading off to Seattle. That's a Hawaiian. That is a Hawaiian 330. Jolly Roger, no, they changed that just recently. It's been within the last 2 weeks. Now all the Southwest flights have assigned seating. I have heard stories of that's going very poorly, but not for the reason you think. After this Hawaiian, I'll tell you what I heard.
American 164 Honolulu, cross runway 8 left at Juliet.
So as most of you know, most airlines, even with all the assigned seating, they go by group number. Some of them, like United, try to fill United and Lufthansa. Some of the Star Alliance airlines do something slightly different, where they board the windows first and then towards the aisle. And for a long time, people have always said, why don't they start in the back and just load the back first and then all the way up to the front? It would be so much easier, so much faster. That's what Southwest is doing. They're loading from the back to the front to try to speed things up. Well, as Mythbusters proved, that doesn't always work. And so they're having problems with it. And the reason they're having problems with it is because now they charge for bags. So more Southwest people are bringing bags on flights, the carry-ons on flights, as opposed to checking them. And the people, when they start, the first people on who are going all the way to the back, are leaving their carry-ons at the front, in the bins on the front of the plane, so they make sure they don't run out of space. They get their bag in there. So when it gets to the people boarding towards the front of the plane, their overhead compartments are all full. And they're having to put their bags, their carry-on bags, in the bins in the back. And it's causing all kinds of confusion, not only when they get on, but when everybody's trying to get off and their bags are all over the place. So according to a spokesperson from Southwest, they're evaluating the situation. The next one out on this side will be an American Airlines heading off to LA with the Extra X. That is AA flight 164. It's a 321. Our second A380 of the day has now passed the island of Kauai. It has made a left turn up there. It changed its mind. Maybe it's going somewhere else. Or they'll make you pay for it and unlock it. You'll be given a key to unlock your own storage. But that is always my, like, I don't have any, like, anxiety of flying, really. I have anxiety of having my stuff with me. So because I usually carry so much camera gear, whether I'm streaming or just taking pictures or whatever, I used to have a lot of camera gear on me. I need to make sure it's near me and it gets on the plane. I can't, there's a lot of things I don't want to check. Most extreme elimination challenge for life. Hello. Oh, QB Master's here. Hello. Mr. Cranky Pants, that's what they're trying to do, and it's not working. And, Mythbusters actually prove that doesn't really save you any time, really. I think, I don't remember, it's been a long time since I've seen that episode, but I think they found what United does is the best, is loading the windows first. And then, but that doesn't always work, because if you have, you know, if you have two people, they're going to go two people. You're going to board the groups. I just think you eat it and let the people who are your loyal customers board first, like American does. So this parking lot is like 3/4 empty. And this person, look at this person, not only parked in a handicap, they parked on the handicap access aisle. Look at that. So they're taking up, literally taking up 3 handicap spaces, or 2 handicap spaces, and the accessible aisle. And there's plenty of spaces. There's places all over this lot that they could have taken, but they decide, oh no, I'm just going to block the handicap access aisle. Well, DW, I think it's I've never had a problem, and I am a little biased. I will admit my dad worked for American, so I may be a little biased, but I have never, okay, I've only had one experience that I consider bad on an American flight. I've never, the crews have always been great, the flight attendants have always been great. I've never had a problem with the ground service, the ground crew, the ticketing. I've never had a problem. I had one incident, which I won't talk about, but I've always had a positive thing, and maybe it's just luck on my part, because even when I've flown other airlines, I haven't had a negative experience. So I've had very few really negative experiences flying planes. So maybe it's just I'm lucky, but I don't even get, like, our luggage got lost on American a couple of years ago going to Europe, and Mrs. Reverse Ops was very annoyed by it. I wasn't annoyed by it. It was just a slight inconvenience, but you got to figure, I mean, again, I do have a bias. My dad was a ramp agent for American, so I might be a little biased. I will admit that. But, Oh! Wait. I don't have my good camera up today. Well, let's see if we can get it up real quick. Come on, truck camera. Okay, we'll go back to it in a second. I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Huh. Huh.
Our Tiger 1 Ward is approaching Alpha on takeoff, ready to give taxi back. Tiger 1 heavy Honolulu car, runway 8 right, taxi via Tango Alpha, hold short of runway 8 left. Tango Alpha, hold short 8 left, Tiger 1 Velocity 06 heavy contact, departure good day. Good day, left, 7999 contact, departure good day. Departure good day, 7999.
Okay, I don't know why the camera's crooked. I'll have to figure that out later, but I wanted to see this. This is this is the Disney Wonder. Oh, it's slowly figuring out it's not level. This is the Disney Wonder. So if Mrs. Reverse Ops is listening, here's the Disney Wonder leaving. Thanks, Mike. Mrs. Reverse Ops and I went down and took pictures of this the other day when it was docked. I think it was that Sunday? I think it was Sunday. All right, Mrs. Reverse Ops is watching. All right. Yeah, it came in from Australia. I think it was at sea for 19 days. So it came in from Australia on, I guess it was Sunday. Might have been Saturday, but we went down and saw it on Sunday. And I think it goes off to Hilo, and then I think it heads off to Canada. I think it's going to Vancouver after that. How many people were out at Lakenheath, Eham? Every time 22s go to Lakenheath, there's like 1,000 people at the end of the runway. Oh, they all arrived in the dark. Bummer. So the A380 is just off the coast. Less than 10 minutes out.
November 151 Golf Alpha Honolulu Tower, runway 8 left, clear to land, hold short, runway 4 left. Clear to land, 8 left, to short, runway 4 left, November Golf Alpha. Alaska 1032, cross runway left, taxi to runway 8 right, the Alpha.
Something making a lot of noise behind me. I don't think it's the 757. It's been here a while. Must be something small that's not on my flight radar.
Clear to land, Kona 96.
Alaska 1032, runway 8 right, line up and wing.
Nope, it's something big that's not on my flight radar. So that's an Atlas Air 76300. We usually don't get the 76s here. Mostly the Atlas Air we get are the Queens, the 747s. Super's calling in. Oh yeah, now it popped up. There it is. Hello, Rainbow Love. So Alaska 10 or Hawaiian 1032 is heading off to Hilo. That's what you see in the center of the screen. Well, 76 is still listing as not available as the destination. Little known fact, I have dual citizenship in the island nation of not available. Well, thank you.
Do you work for like a company?
No, I just do this on my own. So I used to just come out here and take pictures, and then pictures turned into video, and then video turned into live streaming. So
Nice, that's cool.
so it's kind of snowballed on me.
That's awesome. That's
So,
really cool.
well, thanks. Let me give you a card. We're going. So we are live right now, but we're live 3 times a week, usually. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, Don, the last thing I need is a visit from OSI over here. Trying to stay under their radar. Of course, the way I look at it, if they don't know I'm out here, they're not doing their job, so. This is our second A380 of the day. This is ANA as well, All Nippon Airways, coming in from the outskirts of Tokyo. The one we got in a little bit ago was the orange one. This is the sea green one. This is Kai. I guess Lonnie got the day off. that's 7.6. He wasted no time rotating out of here. Jeez, that's impressive. He out-angled my tripod.
9996 contact departure. 9996 heavy contact departure. 9996 contact departure. On the phone 182 super turn left taxi. We have that contact ground 0.9. That's takeoff of that ground. Point that is 1. Point that is 24 1. Following with it. On the phone 182 super contact ground 121.9er. 121.9er 24 182.
Alright, next one coming in this side is the southwest. It is coming in from Kailua Kona on the Big Island. Or just Hawaii, as they just renamed it. It's no longer the island of Hawaii. I wonder if it's a charter flight. I know Michael said might be a repositioning flight because it's 996. I wonder if it's it says Honolulu to Honolulu now. So that wouldn't be a charter flight. We did have Gonzaga baseball in here. I don't know if they're big enough to charter a flight. Usually it's the football teams that charter. Unless you're UH, then you fly commercial Hawaiian. Ah, thanks, Airbro. That makes sense. Alright, I am going to step off the truck for just a second. I need to check my backup battery. It's been giving me issues, and I don't think it's going to die today because we have less stuff on it, but sometimes it just, like the other day, it died at 50%. So, give me a second. I'm going to check that. I'll be right back. Yeah, Kelvin, hold on. Oh. Hello? Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a work call that I needed to take. But I don't know where I was. Yeah, Kelvin, Sunday wasn't so great. Low scoring, got blown out at the end. Wasn't that good of a game. For most part, the pitching looked good up until the extra innings. But both Friday and Saturday were fun. Big crowds, both nights sold out. So if you want to get tickets, get them early, because most nights, though, even though it sells out, that you get standing room only, you can usually find a seat. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry, CM Bailey, I'm trying to get your thing on the screen, and it's not being very nice. Just 1 second. Okay, get URL overlay. Try that again. Well, CM Bailey, my computer encoder thing is freaking out again. It was having trouble this morning. At least it's showing the right time now. But I do apologize. I can't get your name on the screen. But welcome to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. Enjoy all the comfort of the 717, the 3-2 configuration as you zip between the islands. Seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. O'Malley will be by with your pog drink soon. But welcome. And it looks like I also missed a anniversary, 1 month anniversary from 555 Triple Nick. Says aloha, 1 month with F-22s. Just landed at Lakenheath. That's fun. Lakenheath, I love Lakenheath. You get so close. Hoping to get back there this year. I don't think it's going to happen. But thanks, Nick. I appreciate it. None of the messages are showing up. I don't know why. Dooby-dooby-doo. So, got a couple of heavies coming in on the other runway. The first one is a 7-6 coming in from Narita. It's Japan Airlines flight 784. It should be the next arrival, followed by a Hawaiian coming in from Auckland and a Delta coming in from Haneda. We have the Korean Air 787-10 also out there. That is the old livery today. Hello, Robbie. Good to see you. There's a hawker overhead. Usually they're too high for me to get a good shot of them. By the time they get over here. Yeah. Hello, bird feeder cams. Good to see you. That 7.6 is now 3 miles out. We do have a short coming in as well. It's going much slower. It's only going 122 miles an hour versus 146 miles an hour on the 7.6. That's the ground speed. I don't have true airspeed listed. So which do you want to see? Do you want to see the Transair or do you want to see the 7.6? Transair or 7.6? Let's take the 7.6 for a second, and then we'll take we'll try to do a little fair play and get both of them in. There's the 7.6. And there's the bread box right here. Oh, look what we got here. We have a baby trijet, do-do-do-do-do, baby trijet, do-do-do-do-do, baby trijet, do-do-do-do-do, baby trijet. You might be the only one, Ann. Hello, Black Cat. Good to see you. have a Delta coming in the other side. Most likely this one's coming in from Tokyo. It is. So we'll get here in just a second.
Southwest 1777 Honolulu Tower, cross runway 8 left at Juliet. Okay, left at Juliet, Southwest 1777.
So the next one coming in, this side is coming in from Kanakakai. It is a cargo master operated by Corporate Air for FedEx feeder. We also have a Southwest coming out on Juliet that's heading off to Oakland.
So 180 heading to left turn at taxiway Echo, the caravan's holding for you, contact ground point 9 went off. Left turn Echo, caravan holding for us, Alaska 1034 Honolulu Tower, runway 8 left, circle land, hold short, runway 4 left, traffic will be a heavy 777 on 10 miles long to the cross runway.
All right, we're going to have a FedEx triple on 4 right. That is about 10 miles out. But he's coming up from the south. He's going to make a nice right turn into 4 right. Hey Mark, good to see you. Here's that one coming in from Kanakakai, which is on the island of Molokai. Kanakakai is the main city on the southern, well, it's really the only city on Molokai. It's on the southern shore. The airport is kind of off up in the middle of the island, though. It's not right on the coast. If you ever get a chance to go to Molokai, it's a very interesting experience. It feels like Hawaii, but with no people. You'll drive by a beach park on a Saturday afternoon. There'll be nobody in it. It's weird. FedEx is next. It's out here. We'll get it in just 1 second.
Southwest 1795, contact departure. 1795, sit. 7650, contact departure, good day.
Molokai also has a huge population of deer. The deer are not native. They were gifted to one of the Kamehamehas. There's 5 Kamehameha kings, starting with Kamehameha the Great. I believe it was the last one. The deer were gifted to him by maybe the British. It's been a long time since I thought about that. Hello, Jake. Alright, so the next 3 going out there on the end, the approach end of 8 left, is a Southwest heading off to Hilo, a Hawaiian 717 heading off to Maui, and then a Southwest heading off to Sacramento. So if you watch these 2 Southwest flights leave, this first one's going inter-island to Hilo. Watch its departure, and then we'll watch the Southwest departure going to the mainland. So there's a Southwest, a Hawaiian go down, but we're going to take there's a Sling SLA up here somewhere. We're going to see if we can find it. So we had a couple of guys who were flying these the other day stop by the truck and asked if we were going to catch them. Oh, there he is. I told them I would try. Alright, I'm hearing fighters. I just heard Gamecock on the windy for me and windy for him. Little SLA there. Might have saw the Korean in the background. We'll pop over and take that Korean as soon as we lose sight of this guy. The Korean might be too far down. There he is. See you later, Centex. I have not forgotten. I will get to it eventually. I'm just slow sometimes. Possibly, Ken. Oh, I can see fighters now. Our patience has paid off. Maybe a little late in the game, but we were comparing the departure of this Southwest and the other Southwest. But maybe a little too much time between the two. Just the different departure rotations. UPS pushing back as well. Now we just need the internet to be stable. Stable is good. So I see 6 F-22s. That's the ones I can see that are not being... There might be a couple behind the guard shack, but I can see 6 of them. Wait for 16,000. He didn't dispute. He gave him the option to wait for a departure to 16,000 or go on a normal 5,000 departure on the next window. And I couldn't hear what he said. But I'm guessing he's waiting.
Left gate 32, heavy is checking in out of 3500 on the ILS.
Gate 32, heavy on a turn, runway 8 left to the land, hold shortly before left, landing Boeing 717, wind 0609, got 1 out.
Gates are cleared to land on 8 left, hold short of 4 left, 0 left, and 32.
And a 40 Alpha with me, 0 departure. Alpha.
So that was 4. I see 4 more, so 2 more have creeped out. That's 8 total. third one out. I don't know if he was given a wing wave, but I'm going to count it as one. Next one out on the refront will be that Queen we just saw come in front of us. So Raptors, then a Queen. That's pretty good. Not a bad way to start a day. Yeah, Sia Bailey, most of the time they do not show up on anything. Occasionally you'll see them as little dots or a generic plane icon. Sometimes when they're coming in you'll see them as the generic plane icon, but most of the time they don't show up on anything. Alright, so this Queen here is going to wait for a 717 that's going to cross in front of its nose. That is coming in from Maui. Behind the 717 is that 76 we saw leave a little bit ago, the Atlas Air. But as far as being a icon of their own, like sometimes you'll get the F-35s as an icon of a... I've never seen here, I've never seen a F-22 show up as a F-22 on any of them. Alright, so the next one coming in will be that 76 we saw leave a little bit ago, the Atlas Air.
George Charlie, full left at Delta, clear takeoff, traffic 3 miles on runway 85.
Full left clear takeoff, 75%.
Welcome to 48, contact point. Okay, the number is
Oh, Peterbilt's here. Oh, Martin's here. Hello, Martin. This is our third ANA flight of the day. This one's a Dreamliner, though. Should be a Dreamliner 9 in a standard livery. This one's coming from the other side of Tokyo. We get 3 flights a day. The 2 A380s, and then this Dreamliner. The Dreamliner comes from Haneda. The other one's comes from Nagoya. Alright, so our good friend Heath Stelton has come in with a $5 super chat, and I do apologize. Something Heath is... I'm going to blame the wind. Something is dramatically wrong with my encoder. It's not showing messages right now, but that doesn't change the fact that I want to thank you a lot. So were you wearing earplugs like Mrs. Reverse Up said, or you're trying to get me in trouble now? You're giving me $5 and trying to get me in trouble. Says, thanks for the stream. So she did leave them on where my keys are, on the little table where my keys are, but she has the little styrofoam ones, and I can't wear those. I have very tiny ear canals. You probably didn't need to know that. And they're just uncomfortable, and I wouldn't take, if I put them in and took them out, I wouldn't do it all the time. And I need to buy over the ear ones. So next time we go to Home Depot or Lowe's, we'll be buying a pair of those so I can make her happy. This is another Dreamliner. This is Japan Air, though. Probably coming from the exact same place, yes. Thank you very much, Heath. I really appreciate it. Alright, so I don't see anything coming down the taxiway beyond the next plane, which is a 321 heading off to San Diego. We're getting to the point where I got to call it anyway. Usually we try to stay till 9:45, but I don't really see anything behind it, so let's see if we can find anything behind it. that's not good.
Honolulu Tower 848, Whiskey Whiskey, North 7 for 4 right. Number 8 Whiskey Whiskey on tower, enter left base, runway 4 right, clear to land. Enter left base, runway 4 right, clear to land. 848, Whiskey Whiskey.
And nothing's working. We started the show off with everything failing. We're ending the show with everything failing. So we're just going to call it. We're going to call these two Hawaiians our Hanaho planes of the day. We have a 717. Oh, Jesus. We have a 717 here. This is coming in from Hilo. Oh boy. And then we have a 321 heading off to, where did I say, San Diego? I said San Diego, didn't I? Yes. So can't even get the video, the members video to scroll. I had it all set up and now it won't even scroll. So I don't think my encoder is very happy right now. Alright, have a safe flight, Hawaiian. Let's see if it'll actually switch cameras. Oh, it'll switch cameras. That's good. Alright. Everything is broken. Alright, well, hopefully we can get this all sorted out by Thursday. That's our next show. It's been a lot of fun. We had, how many Raptors do we have? 8 Raptors? That's good. That's a good day. I don't see anything on the horizon. There's a bunch of blank spaces. But we'll be back Thursday morning. We'll try this all again. Hopefully the wind will be a little less windy on Thursday morning. But I want to thank all of you that were here, all the members, all the lurkers, all of the reverse ops Ohana. I really appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with me, watching planes. I also want to thank my mods, the world's most dangerous mod crew, Josh, O'Malley, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Alan, Brandon, and Jane. You guys are the seedy underbelly that keeps this thing moving along, keeps it going nice and family friendly, despite all my efforts to screw that up. So thanks to you, thanks to Mrs. Reverse Ops, thanks to all, like I said, the channel members. If it's going to redirect you over to the 360 camera after this is over, it's not working today. Again, another thing that's not working today. So today has been a very challenging technological day. I hope you had good fun anyway. 48 hours from now, I hope it's all rosy. We'll see if we can knock some sense into it tonight after work. But like I said, Tuesday, then Saturday. Hit that merch shop. Hit that like button on your way out. See if I think we're really close to 500 likes. So if you hit that like button on the way out, I would really appreciate it. We'll see you all next time. Aloha, everyone.